All right, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. My name is George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education so that you can create your ultimate destiny. Welcome back to this short mini-series that I'm doing on how to crave your best life. CRAVE, C-R-A-V-E, is an acronym we're using in order to help you to manifest and create the life you're meant to live. And we're talking about not just desiring your life, but craving your life. We discussed why craving your life is so important. We did that in a podcast. We also talked about the first and the most important step is the letter C, which is creating a vision for your life. And creating a vision for your life is the most important step because you have to have a blueprint. And you have to clarify and detail that blueprint so that you're not off course and you can get what you want. Now, we're not talking about what you want to do. We're talking about what you want your life to be like and creating that clarity. Now, today we're going to talk about the second step in the process, which is the letter R. This step is to resolve in your mind that you will create and manifest this life. You see, I believe we all have several different types of commitments and levels of degrees of commitments in our lives. Sometimes we make key decisions, right, to do something. And sometimes we'll make an even deeper decision and we'll commit. There's a deeper level of decision, which is committing. And rarely, but once in a while, we do actually resolve in our minds that something is going to happen. It is done. The decision's made, the commitment's made, and you're absolutely convinced this thing's going to happen. And, I'll give you an example. When you are a little kid, right? Do you remember ever thinking about something and deciding you just had it in your mind this was going to happen and you were just relentless? You were relentless in making this happen. As kids, obviously we're a lot more confident and adventurous, and sometimes we're even more passionate about things in life. And I believe this because we haven't really had life beat us down or challenge us as much and hand us failures and consequences as much as when we've grown up. But this causes a real problem for us. This is a problem because you can't truly accomplish something without resolve. You're not going to have anything significant that you just luck your way into, or you make a couple decisions, you miss them once in a while and you hit it. You have to have resolve. And resolve requires deep levels of decision, commitment, and sacrifice. Now, I've heard many, many times over the last few months another angle on this that I really want to hit. And there's been a lot of people, speakers, thought leaders that have referred to the extremely high levels of low self-esteem and low self-confidence. There's a lot of that going around in our generation right now. And maybe it's something you've faced with. I mean, I've suffered with this myself, low self-esteem, low self-confidence. Even though it might be, not something you see on the outside, I think we all struggle with these kind of things inside. And I believe there are contributing factors. And this low self-esteem and low self-confidence is going to hurt you in your ability to manifest your life. And I believe there's outside factors like social media, right? We're all comparing ourselves all the time to that picture perfect moment. That really isn't a true representation of somebody's life. And I believe that these problems do exist. But we really have a problem of breaking down because we're breaking promises to ourselves in key areas of our life that we want to desire to grow and build on. Another podcaster I listen to frequently puts this a little more harsh. He says, look, it's just a lack of integrity with ourselves. Now, I don't mean integrity in general. You might have amazing integrity in your life, in your business, relationships, partnerships, or you may struggle there as well, right? But most importantly, we're lacking integrity with ourselves when no one else is around and we break these little promises and commitments to ourselves. Maybe it's with our workout. Maybe it's with our diet. Maybe it's with our business. Maybe it's things we committed to do. We've all been there at the first of the year when the new year rolls around and we create these New Year's resolutions, right? We make a decision to change our lives and maybe even make a few commitments to take it a step further and go to the gym or get a trainer or a partner, or maybe we go a deeper level and we want to resolve to get some things done. But I don't think we ever go deep enough because a day goes by and we miss, or we break this promise, or we break this commitment to ourselves and we fall off track and then ultimately abandon our goal and we say, okay, we'll do it. We'll start it again next year. Or maybe you're part of that club that says, let's start it on Monday, right? Because Monday is like some magical day that you can start it when today's the best day you could do anything. And the real tragedy is that we are the only ones that suffer from this, right? And sometimes we're the only ones that even know that these promises are being broken. So it's really, really important that we identify that even though there are internal secret promises and things that nobody knows about, and they may seem insignificant to us, they're massively significant because they're breaking down your confidence and your self-esteem, which is going to hurt you in the long run. So I know you may be saying, George, look, I got it. Yeah, that's me. I can relate. But it's just easier said than done. How can I make things change? How do I get unstuck? How do I stop breaking all these little promises that I've made that now when I make them, I just know deep down I'm not going to do it? Well, I don't have all the answers. I obviously have a few things that have worked for me, and I do have a couple strategies that are working really well when it comes to this, and I think they can work for you as well. So let me give you a few of these ideas and strategies that I use, because if I can give you these strategies and ideas and they can help you make stronger decisions, commitments, and ultimately create stronger resolve for the life you're craving for, then you're going to see massive success. And so let's start out. I got a couple of them I wrote down here. The first one is, I want you to start by finding, identifying, and making a small promise to yourself in a key area of your life. It's very important that you start small. Like, you might want to get in shape and work out or whatever it is. And I use that as an example because there's so many people that talk about it. But maybe it's not going to be, I'm going to go to the gym every day. Maybe it's going for a walk every day. Maybe it's getting up at a certain time so you're at least set up for success. Maybe it's with work, it's making one more call. It's having that small promise that you're always going to make one more call. Or maybe with relationships, it's, I'm always going to send a text or a note to the person I care about with something nice every day. Do something that will take you closer to your ultimate life, to your best life. And it's a key area, critical area, but it's a small step. Because here's the thing, I know you've heard this before, but how you do anything is how you do everything. You got to get that stuck in your head. There's no such thing as a small thing. The little things become the big things over time. So stop trying to accomplish so much. Start small. It'll turn into big. If you want to read every day, start with a paragraph. Start with a sentence. You'll do more, but make the commitment that's doable for you, and that's a real key one. Number 2, you can lock in your commitment through accountability. Put some accountability on your commitment, and that'll lock it in for you so that you can't just break it privately. Put it out there publicly. Put it on social media, a challenge you're doing or something like that, so that it's no longer a private promise that's easy for you to break. Or get a partner in business or working out or relationships, or someone that you have accountability to that you can talk with this about. It's not just about having accountability. It's about talking through your willingness to make a commitment and them to hold you accountable for that commitment. Because when you have accountability, it locks in your commitment. Also, third, you can lock in your commitment with structure, right? Structure is a way. That's why a lot of really successful people will not work with you, whether it's a coaching or mentoring program, unless you put some money down, you got some skin in the game, because they want you to have some structure around your commitment. But you can do this with your business, with consulting or employees. You can do this with your personal training. Buy a package of personal training sessions. Commit yourself with some structure to do something. Have a certain time of day that you're doing a standing meeting with certain people. Block out some time for your personal development, morning or evening rituals. Put structure around your time and around your key commitments. And then the fourth thing I had written down was, write a statement out to yourself. Something that you can write out, you can sign, you can formalize it. I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and I commit to do this, and I will follow my commitment. And then hang it up, put it up, write it out. Put it wherever you can so that you see the commitments to yourself. That's a way that you can truly take your commitments to the next level, because making a decision and commitment is not enough, or you would have far more of what you crave in your life, right? So last one, and it's not going to be a surprise for you. Dream build daily. Dream build daily. It's far easier to stay committed and resolved to something that you truly believe can happen, and something that's clear and that you can see. Ambiguous goals are weak goals. Unclear vision is just a pipe dream. If you dream big enough, the facts don't count. If the dream is big enough, the facts won't count. So these are just a couple of ways that you can lock in and increase your resolve. Your resolve is like a muscle. You need to use it in order to build it. The more you do it, the smaller things you start cranking out, the better it's going to be, the stronger you're going to be, the easier it's going to be, right? Then you don't have to rely on willpower. You can rely on your habit, right? So the first steps in craving your life, let's do a little bit of review here. The first step in craving your life is to create a solid, clear, detailed vision. Create your vision. The second step is to resolve to manifest your life by keeping promises to yourself, committing, making decisions, and furthering your commitments through a level of resolve, right? And you can build your resolve by making and keeping important promises to yourself, starting small and growing bigger. And you can lock in your commitments through accountability and structure. So there you have it. Those are the first two steps in creating a life that you crave. And you're 2 steps closer to a formula that'll help you to manifest massive success in your life. So I hope you will take some time and apply these in your life. Now, tomorrow we're going to go through the third step, which is to align, starting with an A, align resources towards accomplishing your goals. And I haven't talked a lot about this topic on these podcasts, so you're not going to want to miss this one. This is going to be some good content. And I've gotten this from many, many, many thought leaders that I've been around. So this is good stuff that I've pulled together from other people. And I look forward to talking with you more about that tomorrow. So I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for listening. Share this with someone you feel that might be able to use it. And we'll look forward to talking with you again tomorrow. My name is George Wright III. I look forward to then. Have a great day.